Breaking: Liberal MP's Revolt Carney cornered as self-defense case shakes the nation. In an unprecedented political upheaval, Prime Minister Mark Carney is facing mounting pressure as a self-defense incident involving a Liberal Member of Parliament, MP, has ignited a nationwide controversy. The situation has not only raised serious questions about the actions of MP Sarah Thompson but has also led to a revolt within the Liberal caucus, challenging Carney's leadership and threatening the stability of his government. This crisis is drawing attention from across the political spectrum and is evolving into a significant test of Carney's political acumen and his ability to maintain cohesion within his party. The controversy began when MP Sarah Thompson, a prominent member of the Liberal Party, found herself embroiled in a high-profile self-defense case that garnered widespread media attention. Thompson, known for her advocacy on women's rights and public safety, was involved in an altercation outside her constituency office that became the focal point of public debate. The incident escalated rapidly, particularly after video footage of the altercation began circulating on social media platforms and news outlets, prompting intense discussions about the appropriateness of her actions and the broader implications for public safety and the responsibilities of elected officials. As the story unfolded, it became increasingly clear that the situation was more complex than initially reported. Thompson claimed that she acted in self-defense after being confronted by an individual with a history of violent behavior, asserting that her response was appropriate given the circumstances she faced. However, critics quickly emerged, arguing that her response was disproportionate and questioning the judgment of a sitting MP in such a volatile situation. This divergence of opinions has sparked a national conversation about the nuances of self-defense and the expectations placed on public figures in times of crisis. The public outcry was immediate and intense, reflecting the deeply polarized views on the matter. Social media platforms became battlegrounds for opinions, with users passionately supporting or condemning Thompson's actions. Advocacy groups weighed in from multiple angles, with some praising her for standing up against potential threats and others criticizing her for failing to de-escalate the situation. This incident has evolved into a flashpoint for broader discussions about personal safety, the use of force, and the responsibilities of elected officials, with many Canadians questioning what constitutes an appropriate response in moments of fear and danger. Within the Liberal Party, the fallout from the incident was swift and significant. Several MPs expressed their concerns privately, questioning Carney's handling of the matter and criticizing his initial lack of a decisive response. They felt that his failure to address the issue head-on contributed to the growing discontent among party members and the public. As pressure mounted, Carney was forced to publicly address the situation, calling for a full investigation into the incident and pledging transparency throughout the process. However, this response, while aimed at quelling unrest, may have come too late to repair the damage done to his leadership's standing within the party. Despite Carney's efforts to mitigate the situation, the damage had already been inflicted. The revolt within the caucus grew, with a significant number of MPs demanding accountability and a reassessment of party policies regarding self-defense and public safety. Some party members went so far as to suggest that Thompson should step down from her position to allow for a fresh perspective on the issue, arguing that her actions had compromised the integrity of the party's message on public safety and women's rights. The media frenzy surrounding the case further complicated matters for Carney, as opposition parties seized on the controversy to criticize the Liberal government's handling of the situation. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre did not hold back, accusing the Liberals of mishandling the incident and failing to uphold the standards expected of public officials. This political maneuvering added to the pressure on Carney, forcing him to not only defend Thompson but also to clarify the party's stance on self-defense and public safety in a way that would resonate with constituents. In response to the growing backlash, Carney attempted to navigate the political minefield by emphasizing the importance of due process and the need for a fair investigation. He reiterated his commitment to upholding the rule of law and ensuring that all individuals, regardless of their status, are held accountable for their actions. However, the public's perception of Carney began to shift as polls indicated a decline in his approval ratings. Many Canadians expressed dissatisfaction with his handling of the incident, indicating that the controversy was not just a matter of internal party dynamics, but a significant issue affecting voter trust and confidence in the Liberal Party as a whole. As the investigation into Thompson's actions continues, the political ramifications are becoming increasingly apparent. The case has highlighted deep divisions within the Liberal Party and raised fundamental questions about the principles that guide its members. How the party chooses to address these internal conflicts will be critical in determining its future trajectory. It remains to be seen how Carney will navigate this crisis and whether he can restore confidence among his colleagues and the Canadian public, as the stakes for both his leadership and the party's electoral prospects grow ever higher. In the meantime, the self-defense case continues to dominate headlines, with new developments emerging daily. The nation watches closely, awaiting the next chapter in a saga that has shaken the political landscape to its core. This unfolding crisis serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges faced by those in positions of power, particularly when personal actions have far-reaching implications for political stability and public trust. As the situation develops, all eyes remain on Prime Minister Carney and the Liberal Party as they navigate the turbulent waters of political controversy and public scrutiny, with the outcome likely to shape the future of Canadian politics for years to come. The repercussions of this incident may extend beyond immediate political fallout, influencing broader societal conversations about self-defense, accountability, and the responsibilities of public figures. As the investigation unfolds and the discourse surrounding the incident evolves, one can only speculate about the long-term impact on the Liberal Party and its members. The ability of Carney and his colleagues to effectively communicate their values and respond to public concerns will be pivotal in shaping the narrative and, ultimately, the party's fate in upcoming elections.